improper fractions. So what is an improper fraction? It's a fraction where the numerator, which the numerator again is the top number. The top number is larger, greater, larger, bigger, whatever word you want to use there, larger than or equal to the denominator, which is the bottom number. All right, so an improper fraction where the numerator is bigger than or larger than or equal to the denominator, which is the bottom number. An example of that would be, we could say 17 over 6. 17 is bigger than 6. So we call it an improper fraction. Another example, we could say 3 over 3. Those are equal to each other. We call that an improper fraction. It's not normally the way we would write a fraction.
Isn't that a whole though?
It is a whole. That's why it's called an improper fraction, because you could also write it as a whole number.
Are you changing it to simplest form or something?
That was 4 or 5. All right. So now a proper fraction. So normally how we write fractions, like the regular way to write fractions, a fraction where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So the top number is now going to be smaller. So 3/4 or 1/2. The top number is smaller. Okay? That would be a proper fraction. One that I don't have up here as a definition is this right here. What if I were to say a whole number 1 2/3? What do we call that?
Mixed.
Yeah, we call this a mixed number. Okay, we're going to also talk about mixed numbers. So it's mixing whole numbers and fractions together. Okay, so story problem. The longest solar eclipse in the next 200 years will take place in 2186.
What's a solar eclipse?
It's where the sun is totally eclipsed.
I saw it. It's over, the moon's over the
Yep.
sun. Yeah.
So the longest one we're going to have in the next 200 years is in 2186. It's going to last about 15 over 2 minutes. So we need to figure out what is 15 over 2 as a mixed number. So how do we convert from improper fractions to mixed numbers? So we start with 15 over 2. And I know you did some of this last year. What do you think?
So you would put 7 on the as the whole number, and then for the bottom number would be 2. The denominator would be 2. Then above the denominator would be.
Okay, so let's figure out how we got there. Okay? So that is correct.
I see it.
So notice this 2 comes right there, right? The 2 is staying the same. The bottom of the fraction is staying the same. That 7 and that 1 are the new numbers. So what Caleb figured out is that 2 fits into 15 7 full times.
Yeah.
Because 7 times 2 is 14, right? So it's like 7 remainder 1.
Oh, so we did last year was 2 times 7
Yeah.
plus 1.
Yep. So that is making it, starting with an improper fraction and going to what we call a mixed number. Okay? That's one thing you're going to have to do. So the bottom number, how many times does it fit into the top number? It fits 7 full times. How many are left over? 1. So that's where you get your remainder of 1 here goes up there. And your 7 here goes right there. Okay, so the whole number and then a fraction. All right. This next thing is probably what you'll more remember from last year. It's starting with a mixed number and going to an improper fraction. So that's where you have like 2 and 1/5. Do you remember, Joey?
Yeah. So you do 5 times 2 plus 1, and it would be 11 over 5.
So we're going to do 5 times 2 first, says Joey. And then second, we're going to add 1.
Oh, yeah.
So we do 5 times 2. I think Mrs. Vanderven called this like around the world or something like that.
Yeah. She called it Oh yeah, she called it the circle.
Oh, circle of life, that's what it was. So what goes on the bottom of my fraction, though?
The denominator?
Yeah, the denominator. This number right here is still going to go on the bottom. So the 5 always stays on the bottom because that's my denominator in my original. So we would do that math. We would do 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11, and then the 5 stays there. We now have an improper fraction. So we start with a mixed number, went to an improper fraction.
Wait, how do we know that?
All right, let's try a couple. So we're going to start doing what we just did, improper fractions, mixed numbers, 2 improper fractions. So you have 1 and 1/4. So what would I do here, Jackson? 1 and 1/4. How do I make that an improper fraction?
That is around the world thing that you said.
Yeah, what do I do? Walk me through it.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay, help me out.
You do 1 times 4 plus, and that's 5. 5 over 4. So then it would be 5 over 4.
Take the bottom number, your denominator, times by your whole number. 4 times 1, and then add the top of your fraction. And what's going to be on the bottom of my fraction?
4.
4. So this all equals 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 is
5.
5
over 4.
over 4. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one of the bottom ones first, and then I'll let you guys do the other two on your own, and then we'll check them. So 21 over 4. So you have to ask yourself, how many times does the number 4 fit into 21? Evenly. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So it's going to fit in there 5 times with how many left over?
1.
With 1 left over. And what do I put on the bottom? A 4. Always stays the same number on the bottom. Okay, try those other two on your own, and then we'll check them together. 2 2/3. I saw a lot of people had 8 over 3 because they did 3 times 2 plus 2 over 3. You're not required to write this piece, but if you do, it helps me know what you did, and if you make a mistake, I can give you more credit than if you just write the wrong answer. Okay? So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8, 3 stays on the bottom. Yeah.
I got 1/3.
1/3.
I did 2 and
So, no, this would multiply here and then add. And then this guy here, 32 over 8. I saw in a lot of papers, I saw this, which works.
It's just 4.
Technically, you don't have to write this piece because 0/8 is nothing. Technically, you don't have to, so you could just write 4. So sometimes your mixed numbers are going to come out to a whole number, which is why I wrote write as a mixed number or whole number here. Okay?